Well, the opening up of more visitors to Cuba has actually been a great benefit to people sending books to library, because the more people that go, the more possibilities there are that people will take books to Cuba, which is what our little ad hoc organization is doing. Well, let's just say we send as many books as we can. We send books which cover all topics that would be held by an average public library in the United States. But of course, since certain subjects are censored in Cuba, we would prefer, for space reasons, to often send books which would not necessarily be available in Cuban public libraries. We're funded strictly by volunteers on an ad hoc basis. We receive no funding whatsoever from the government. Although in the past, before my organization was formed, I did travel to Cuba several times. Partially, some of my travel expenses were partially subsidized by organizations which received grants from the government. Well, I was arrested in Cuba and was detained overnight and deported. And actually, that was because of my bringing letters and gifts and medicines and small amounts of money to the families of political prisoners. It wasn't really related much to my library activities, which developed later. 1999. Well, I knew quite a lot about Cuba by that time. I'd been there approximately 10 times, and I'd done a lot of reading. And I knew that the Cuban government wisely does not like to give the third degree to foreigners. It's bad publicity. So I was fairly confident I would be treated with a certain amount of favorability in that respect, as opposed to a Cuban who need to be very frightened of how they would be treated. So I was reasonably certain they would let me go, and which they did. But it was a fascinating experience. No, they made it clear that the welcome mat is not out anymore. Well, I think more and more Cubans are losing their fear to speak out. It used to be at one time that Cubans only in their immediate family would be willing to speak frankly. And now it's reached the point where in certain public spaces, such as waiting in lines for buses or for food or traveling in collective taxis, Cubans will speak frankly about their unhappiness with the present situation and their hope for a better future. But the big step which they're afraid to cross is, for many Cubans, is to speak and to form organizations or to try to express themselves in print or in some other format. And when that step is reached, I think major changes will occur in Cuba. Well, just that we specialize in contacting people traveling to Cuba and asking them to take books to the island for us, and we're very appreciative when people will kindly agree to do that.